guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this magnificent Monday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. Life is good. Have a great weekend. Bet it wasn't as good as mine. Who's counting, right? Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. Chop maintenance. When you have true power, it's easy schmeezy. All right. Anyway, let me honk a little bit. I have played quite a bit. I just got in from a bike ride, so it's been a couple hours since I had the trumpet to my face. Let's see what we got. Life's good, man. Life is good. Hellacious double C's. Got to drink my salad. Whole head of celery, half a dozen carrots, bunch of about 20 cherry tomatoes, a squash, a zucchini, and a red bell pepper. Mainlined, man. Can't beat it. Anyway, join me over on the Health and Fitness channel. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail? Chop maintenance. Now, here's the deal, guys. When I got into teaching, I really was excited about it. I've always felt that ultimately teaching was my calling. I had a very nice, no complaints, 15-year career, full-time playing professional trumpet. And I always felt like there was, and I always taught privately. Since I was 15 years old, I've been teaching privately. So teaching was in my blood. And I've told you before, both my parents were lifers. I mean, 35, 40 years of public school music. So, you know, it's in my blood. Anyway, I knew at some point I was probably going to go there. And the only red flag that I had was that at the time, and ever since I was like 12 years old, I was a maniacal practicer. Okay, by the time I got to New York, I was 3-5 hours a day, plus the gig at night. Many times I would have that thing up to my face 10-12 hours a day. Just, I told you before, just totally into the whole Doc Severinsen thing. I'm better than you because I practice more than you. Right? And there's something to be said for that. I had some success, there's no question. But when I got into teaching, I knew darn well that I wasn't going to be able to put those hours in. And I probably, as it proved to be true, I wasn't going to be able to do the gigs. Guys, working all day and out till 2-3 o'clock in the morning doing it is just not conducive to health. And by that time, I was heavily into health. So gradually, over a period, I'm going to say 5 to 8 years, the gigs just slowly dissipated. Anybody that's been in the freelance business, man, the synergy that you have to be within the great, you start turning things down, they get somebody else, and boom, your ancient history. It happened very quickly. But anyway, no worries, that's fine. But I was still worried that I wouldn't have the chops to my face that time. Am I going to lose my chops if I can only practice an hour a day? Well, the cool thing about it is about this time, Jerry was having much the same thoughts, but for a different reason. Okay? He felt at that point in his life, he was not going to be able to keep up the energy and the strength and all that stuff it needed to get the results he wanted. Now, at that point, guys, we were absolutely 1,000% overblowing. No question about it. The 1SB was just a twinkle in his eye. It was going to be 25 years before, it came to fruition. We were working too hard. There's no question. Now, at that point in my life, health and fitness, I can, that type of thing. Right? So, and Jerry was in the same thing, but he knew he was not going to be able to keep that up. So both of us went on a crusade, for lack of a better term, to make things easier. Okay? And the cool thing was, guys, we just made it so easy. I mean, it's ridiculous how easy it is to maintain the chops. Literally, you don't have to practice at all. I mean, literally. Okay? Now, when you are relaxing the corners, when you are cutting way back on the air, guys, that double C took no air at all. No air at all. But anyway, so no air, completely relaxed corners. I told you before, every single person watching this video, or whoever will watch this video, has enough strength in the tongue to play triple Cs. So you have the strength in the body parts where it requires strength. The rest of it is relaxed, and you're not overblowing, you're not using air. Right? Guys, that's it. You don't need chop maintenance. Guys, you throw in some spit buzzing. Oh, by the way, I did no kettlebells today. For this time, for the next 6 months, I'm going to do very, very little kettlebells because I just love riding a bike in this weather. It's absolutely exhilarating. You're out in the fresh air. You're out in, the sun, the vitamin D, all this sort of stuff. Over the years, I've got maybe 20 friends that, I see on the route and wave and stop and talk. How are the kids? Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I'm not even going to be doing the kettlebell. But, again, guys, this is it. There is no other, forget it, no other system that can let you play so little, to no practice at all, and maintain chops. Now, I have two incredible examples. Number one is a good friend of mine named Jim Hines. Okay? For the last 25 years, at least, he was the number one lead player in New York City. Broadway shows, studio recording, Tony Bennett, he was the man. Okay? Not even close. Okay? And I've known him for a long time, since we were in college. He never practiced. Now, he had a very, very odd-looking chops. And back then, I had no idea what he was doing to get those incredible results. But he was not overblowing at all. He is not slam bam thing. He is not that Conrad Gazzo type. Very much more refined. And by that time, especially in the studios and Broadway and all that sort of stuff, you had the microphone. You had the technology. So there was no reason at all. He played lead on the Broadway show Cats for years, which goes up to high A flats. Never missed a note. Just going over to a couple things on piccolo, flugelhorn, boom, boom, boom. I didn't know what he had. I didn't know what was going on. Looking back on it, completely relaxed corners, completely the tongue pop. He had piccolo trumpet, sounded like Maurice Andre. Okay? Anyway, never practiced. Now, played a lot. Every night he was playing. And he would go to the theater, noodle around a little bit, boom. All right? The other one is our guy, Perico. Now, Perico. He happens to be a pal of mine, there's no question. But he's also one of us, guys. Jim was not using Jerry's stuff. He was not using the mouthpieces. It was just a different thing. Perico's one of us, guys. He studied with Jerry. He loves Jerry. And 1SB, the Calet Jazz model trumpet is what he's using. Guys, he doesn't practice. Now, he practices some. During when he is playing full time, like Jim, he plays a lot. But the actual maintenance, guys, listen, if you're not tightening up, if you already have the strength in the strength muscle, for lack of a better term, and you're not overblowing, there's your chop maintenance. The world is yours, Chico, and everything in it. All right? All right. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.